there is the Johnny Depp trial, which I've avoided like the plague. And I will continue to avoid like the plague. But someone clipped this for me. This is from Nick Rekieta's stream on the 2nd. And he warns people who are earning super chats on YouTube.
There you go. But you're absolutely right. Of course, no one could have been on Johnny Depp's side. It's just that's where the money is. What economic purpose? Well, follow the money. By the way, a friend of mine got a request from a media personality today asking to, they're doing a piece on the super chat function and creators' interesting uses of it. Why?
Oh, that's
So
this is
hit piece on Nick Rekieta incoming.
it's not a legal creator. It's not a legal creator because they're not going to ask the legal creators about it. They're going to ask other people to develop sound bites for their hit piece on the legal creators who, honesty is critical in all this. Anybody who covered this, even in one live stream, made a disproportionately high amount of money versus any other time that you do YouTube. That's the reality of how much public can go. But you're absolutely right. Of course,
Man, YouTube,
no one could have been on Johnny Depp.
YouTube desperately wants to be fucking TikTok with these auto-playing videos and 1-minute clip caps. It's so fucking annoying.
And say that we're all motivated by money rather than just incidentally ending up on the thing. And that is bad for public discourse will be the follow-up conclusion. And they'll try. The push will be, a Mediaite article. Mediaite, who owns that? Dan fucking Abrams. Well, there will be a Mediaite article, a Washington Post opinion piece, an LA Times opinion piece about how maybe YouTube should consider limiting super chats on controversial matters of public concern.
Oh, God.
And it's coming.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
coming.
Last time I debated Dan Abrams.
What are the complaints about in chat? Like, it's a minute and 50 seconds of him saying that he got contacted, and there's going to be a hit piece that challenges super chats again. This already happened with after Ethan Ralph very intelligently decided to stream a Holocaust denial debate, and then in the guise of raising money for a charity, there was a huge hit piece that came out that basically stripped away super chats from most people. So the whole thing of making money with super chats by covering legal cases which are not going their favor, because you have all these eyes when people who are like watching this case and the other case that I saw the very tail end of, the kid that in Kenosha that shot like 3 people in self-defense. Those are like really high-profile losses for the left. So presumably the intention is to get less people paying attention to shit like that, so that there's less hope. By the way, you should be paying attention to at least Nick Rekieta, because he happens to be the founder of the new Gamergate. Jeff Sparrow says the Depp trial has become the new Gamergate. Moira Donegan says the Depp v. Heard trial is clearly a new Gamergate. Misinformation, misogyny, hate, and resentment against Me Too are being wielded to draw people into the far right. If there wasn't so much cowardly hand-wringing about how complicated the case is, this would be obvious. One of the recurring misogynist fantasies that animated the fear of Me Too was that men would be ruined by false allegations, specifically from jilted ex-lovers. But between Heard and Gamergate, it seems like people most likely be victimized by a vindictive ex or women. So, Daniel Binks adds, the fucking dropkicks making out like it's believe all women when it's always been believe women. That's been dismantled here, and they don't even realize it. But gee, I sure hope they pick you. Oh, that's talking to women who condemn false abuse and rape allegations. For whatever reason, the left, women on the left who like this person, really hate women who are like conservative or neutral and who are just like, let's not go full retard. This sixth wave feminism where we're trying to like completely destroy the family in favor of like weird trans polycules is probably not working out. They call those pick-me's because they're like, oh, you're trying to be anything besides a strong, independent woman, so therefore you're just trying to get picked by a man, which is a kind of avant-garde misogyny. If you really think about it, if you really want to pull the whole Democrats are the real misogynist card. But she continues, this is like Gamergate times 1,000. It's like Gamergate made out with Release the Snyder Cut on January 6, 2021. Oh shit, that's fucking serious. That's really serious. Emily Crockett says, Ahario Mano perfectly expresses what I found so maddening and terrifying about the case. It's about so much more than these two people. It's like Gamergate merged with Skynet to create the worst possible weaponized backlash against Me Too. And Adam Davidson says, I should have paid more attention to Gamergate. We now live in a Gamergate-ocracy. So here we are, a full 8 fucking goddamn years later, and we now live in a Gamergate-ocracy. I was there. I saw it live when the Gamergaters stormed the White House and overthrew the Congress and violently executed all the elected representatives and installed a new autocracy of hardcore gamers to dictate the fate of our country. And the guy who got the top score in what's like the most Coomer Gamergate thing? Oh, Tuhu. Isn't that a game with the score where it's like a bullet hell game? The guy who they picked the new president based off who has the highest score in Tuhu, and they become the chief, the Gamergate, the leader of Gamergate as they went by before. So only the top two Whoers can lead the country these days, which is why Trump lost. Biden's actually really good at Tuhu. So okay, that's enough of that. I have no opinions about the Johnny Depp trial. Actually, I didn't even mention what the outcome was. The outcome was Johnny Depp. Okay, just as brief as humanly fucking possible. Amber Heard was dating Johnny Depp. They're both like retard LA degenerates who smoke and do hardcore drugs and are just fucking reprehensible. Amber Heard has borderline personality disorder, not to be confused with bipolar disorder. Women who have borderline personality disorder are to be avoided like they are avatars of death. Do not ever, 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 ever be involved with someone with borderline personality disorder. Johnny Depp did not listen to his mama and stuck his dick in crazy. And when they broke up, Amber Heard went to the tabloids and accused him, I think anonymously kind of, about being an abusive asshole. So he ended up losing his contract with Disney and sued Amber Heard for defamation, which as a public figure is an extremely hard thing to do in the United States because you have to prove actual malice. It's not enough to say something that you know is false and that is defamatory. You also have to really mean to do damage with it. And that's very difficult to prove in a court of law. Amber Heard retaliated by saying that Johnny Depp defamed her, so the counterclaim and the original claim went to court. The jury heard the facts over 2 weeks. I think 3 weeks. 3 weeks of nonstop 24/7 fucking coverage every goddamn where about this stupid fucking trial. And the result was that Johnny Depp was owed $10,350,000 in defamatory damages. And Amber Heard was owed $2 million in damages from Johnny Depp. So the net was $8,350,000 to Johnny Depp, which is the greatest accomplishment that Gamergate has managed since we took the White House. Just in case you're curious. 7 weeks, fuck that. I'm done. No, I don't even want to think about it. That's one of those things where it's just like, I somehow managed to avoid paying attention to any of it, and then I read the Cliff Notes. after it was all over. And I feel like I haven't missed anything. I feel like that my life has been saved many hours of watching court footage and reading tabloids. And I have I have come out the winner in this situation.